Go to prettylitter.com to try the world's smartest cat litter today.
We've had so much fun venturing around downtown Murphy, but we thought we would take a little bit of a break and check out a different type of scenery. We are here now at the Hinton Rural Life Center in Hayesville, North Carolina. Dr. Jackie Gottlieb is kind enough to be our host. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're the president and CEO of this beautiful spot on the earth, and I'm sorry that you have such a ugly office.
I know.
Right?
I know. When I first moved up here, I took pictures on my phone and sent it back to my friends in the city, and they were like, "Stop!
You're kidding me." Yeah.
No, this is my office.
So when we first pulled in, here's the wonderful thing, and the reason that Jackie is so excited to share this with all of us today is that this beautiful acreage here at Hinton is accessible and open for anybody. So if people are watching and they want a mountain getaway, they can come here. You've got, what, 15 different housing options?
Yes, and yes, we can house about 200 at any one time.
But you are part of the Methodist Church.
Correct.
So throughout your stay, whether you're here just to enjoy and retreat on your own or with a group, you're gonna feel that sense of your place in the great world here.
That's correct. Yes, it's almost, when folks come here, we like to say they pay it forward. So if you come here, you can either participate in volunteer opportunities that we arrange in the community, or the funds that we raise off of the lodging revenue goes back into our ministry to help the community.
Okay, so when you talk about the volunteer opportunities, you really see that play out, because I think people just instinctively, we want to give and know that we're part of something bigger, but not everyone has an ability to do that easily. They don't know where to go.
Right.
So when people come here, they can look on your website, right, and see what the volunteer opportunities are and grab the kids and be a part of it.
Right. So most people that come up will participate in our firewood ministry. Some come and actually participate in our home repair ministry. Once we talk to the families that are going to come, then we talk to them a little bit about what they're interested in. But we've had 5 generations working on one work site at a house, building a ramp, putting in arm rails, grab bars so that people don't fall, things like that, to make the home safer and healthier.
When you drive around this part of North Carolina, like anywhere else, I guess, your eye kind of goes to the splendor of it, like Lake Chatuge behind us and the mountains back there, and you see really all walks of life here. So there are people who have chosen to come here as vacation homes or to retire. They clearly have some money.
That's right.
But life for some people here can be a bit more challenging, and I guess that's where the service part comes back into play.
That's correct. A little less than 20% of the population lives at or below poverty level.
Okay.
And so we always try to make sure we're helping make their life journey a little easier, but improving the safety and health of their house.
So I mentioned that this is accessible, should be for anyone, so you can come as a family. If there's a business in Chattanooga or North Georgia, they can come here for retreats for their coworkers.
Absolutely. We are housing a business right now that has come for a retreat, a planning retreat.
Can you share, if you want to, the story you did with us earlier when there were some fires that came through, how you opened your doors?
Yes. So seasonality, a lot of people come in the summers, but not so much in the later fall. And a few years ago, we had the fires, and I knew we had the housing, and there's just not a lot of rental space around here. So I called the Forest Service, and we got on the list somehow, and they called us back, and we ended up housing firefighters for 6 weeks from all over the United States, Puerto Rico included. And we fed them, and we brought volunteers in and packed their lunches, and it was an amazing experience for us.
I mean, we've been up here this whole day, so you know we've seen some beautiful scenery. We've already been showing you and things that y'all couldn't see along the way as we traveled from place to place. You come here though, and it really is very different. Just the road getting us up here, there were some fun, not scary, but fun, tight turns to get us up here. Anybody who's ever had an experience with a church camp, where you leave and you go back home to your life and your heart kind of hurts because you got to let it go.
Right.
It comes back to you when you're here.
Right. There's some peace. I remember the first day that I walked out on this porch. I was up here for my interview, and I had been doing things in other buildings, and I'd come up at night, so I hadn't seen it. Well, I stepped out on this porch, and you're trying to pay attention to the folks that are interviewing you, and I stepped out on the porch, and I was just like, you could just leave me here.
Right.
This is, oh my gosh, this is so peaceful. And I thought, even if I don't get my job here. I'm gonna come back and stay in one of those hermitages. Those hermitages are 1 bedroom, and they have everything you need in it. So if we've had folks come up and study for exams. We've had folks come up and write sermons. We've had folks come up just for respite that are caregivers at their home, and they just need a little bit of a break.
That's a great idea.
Right. It's a great present for somebody. Give them a week off.
That's a really great idea. Okay, so once you're here, I know that in Murphy, the water is a big draw for people. So sometimes y'all do have the pier. So people will come, they'll get a boat, and they can dock it here while they're here. If that's not quite your cup of tea, but you do want to enjoy the lake, you've got canoes and kayaks.
Canoes and kayaks, and we have a paddle boat. We have little hiking trails through here. Some we call them sanctuary gardens, where we have arranged for places where you can sit and just enjoy the beauty of the garden.
We brought your beautiful rocking chairs, very comfy by the way, into the grass to give you the best view of the lake. But this is kind of your signature logo, because you want people to feel comfortable and rock for a while.
We really, it's about that feeling when you go on the porch and you sit with someone really close to you and you just talk, just have that relationship time.
So this porch that we're talking about that you will see when you come here is off of, this is the dining hall, right? Or the dining area?
So the Moore Hall is right behind us, and that is the hall that we have a lot of our meetings in, our fancier dinners, banquets, things like that. The room behind that is our dining room.
Okay, so anybody when they're here can come and enjoy this same view.
Oh, absolutely.
If you come here though and you want to get to know other people and kind of fellowship a bit, that's possible, but if you want to come and just seclude, that's also possible?
Right. There's some family reunions that come and they'll just stay in the house, one of the retreat houses, and then we'll have others that will enjoy the lodge, and the areas in the main lodge building are all open to everyone to socialize.
So right now, for you to come here, you can go on the website, which will show you, and there you can see what all is available. But to make a reservation, you've got to call, right?
That's correct.
If you're looking to do this into the summer months, people should act pretty quickly.
I would act pretty quickly, particularly if it's larger groups. If it's one person or a small group, it's not as hard. But we tend to have a lot of retreat groups that come, and they'll book way ahead of time, and they'll book every weekend that same time every year kind of thing.
So we've had so many fun conversations off camera. I won't share all of them with you because that's not quite fair, but I can just see from meeting you this little while and talking to other people that this is a place where everybody is intended to feel welcome, no matter what label you put next to your name.
Absolutely.
We can all enjoy the view and the fellowship.
Absolutely.
Thanks for letting us come in.
You're welcome.
So it's hintoncenter.org.
Correct.
Is the website, and there's your phone number. You can call them and find out more about how you can come and take in your own beauty right here.
When it comes to your health, local matters. Count on Local 3 News for expert local advice to help you stay well, live better, and raise